Let's talk about an introduction to the chart of accounts. We'll cover what you need to know in order to run data warehouse reports. Before we log into the portal and begin to run reports, it's important to provide an introduction to Yale's chart of accounts. The chart of accounts, or COA, is a set of codes used to classify and record financial transactions in meaningful ways. Yale's chart of accounts structure was designed to identify where the money is coming from, specify where that money is being budgeted, and how it is being used. The chart of accounts also provides the structure for reporting and monitoring financial activity at Yale. It consists of segments and descriptive attributes that help the university organize financial information for internal reporting and financial management, external reporting and compliance, and effective management of restricted funds. For more information, please refer to the Chart of Accounts Handbook, which you'll find located at www.yale.edu/COA. You will also find a link to the page about the Chart of Accounts along with other resources on the page where you launched this video. If you are new to Yale, you're going to hear the word PTEO a lot. PTEO is an acronym, and it stands for Project, Task, Award, Expenditure Type, and Organization. That's what the Chart of Accounts is. If you visit the Chart of Accounts Handbook, you can click on the links at the bottom of the home page or on the left pane to see a detailed description of each segment. We'll present a brief introduction to the segments in this movie. Projects and tasks represent the activity being performed by the unit. They enable departments to track work activities from budget setup through completion of the activity, or essentially what is being done. Each project has a unique 7-digit number that is automatically assigned. Projects fall into 3 categories: operating, capital, and sponsored. The duration of a project may be limited to a specific period, or it may continue indefinitely if the project represents an ongoing activity. Tasks are essentially a subset of the project. When a new project is established, departments have the option of using a default task, which is 00 for non-sponsored and 1 for sponsored projects. Moving along in our examination of the key elements of Yale's Chart of Accounts, Award is the third segment of the PTEO. Awards exist in a hierarchy of sources, which are used to categorize and define the university's funding resources. Unrestricted operating awards are in the General Appropriation Source Group, and grants are in the Sponsored Agreement Source Group. Each award has a 6-digit award number. Sponsored award numbers begin with a letter. Non-sponsored award letters end with a letter. The next piece of the PTEO is Expenditure Type. This segment divides the university's assets, liabilities, revenues, expenses, and fund balances into more specific categories. Examples include office supplies, tuition, and faculty salaries. Each expenditure type has a 6-digit number that is assigned by central finance. Expenditure types exist in a hierarchy that groups together similar items and allows for summary reporting. You can view the full hierarchy and find a complete list of expenditure types with descriptions using the Expenditure Type Locator, which can be found on the Chart of Accounts website. Other helpful resources for expenditure types are found using the Expenditure Type and other Chart of Accounts links and Quick Guides link. The last piece of the PTEO is O for Organization. An organization is an entity with a defined business objective, an organized group of employees, an ongoing budget and program leader, and multiple programs or activities. The organization represents who is performing the activity and who is using or receiving the money. The organizations exist in a hierarchy that includes department and division. An organization is the lowest organizational unit level of the university's fiscal oversight hierarchy, sometimes referred to as leaf level org. It is the lowest level at which transactions take place within this hierarchy, and in this way allows the university business community to track expenses pertaining to the activities of that organization. Let's review what we've learned so far. The Chart of Accounts, or PTEO, is a type of expense code that the university uses to track its expenses that consists of 5 segments: P for project, T for task, A for award, E for expenditure type, and O for organization. For any questions on chart of account segments or PATEO, please email coa@yale.edu. Let's talk a little bit about higher education fund accounting and the standard of business conduct at a higher level. Accounting at Yale is done through fund accounting, which requires that we maintain a fiduciary responsibility through sponsor and donor accounts that are used to keep track of where monies come from, who spends that money, and what the monies are spent on. Stewardship and fiduciary responsibility belongs to all faculty and staff per the standards of business conduct, which you'll find on the top ribbon of the Yale Finance website, located at finance.yale.edu, where you can get more details. As always, you'll find this page on the page where you launched this video. It's a good idea to bookmark that site to stay familiar with the standards of business conduct as you do your work. Also, on the Finance website, you'll see a link to the accounting manual where you can find guidance on many accounting and financial management topics. Clicking on the link for staff will show you the various topics and the number of subtopics or resources for each topic. Within the accounting manual, you'll find links to these movies. The accounting manual is a work in progress and is continually being updated with new content.